if you ever wanted to create a video on the go, then today we're going to take a look at the Kinemaster mobile app. And I'll show you the basics of how to put together a video. So to start off, we're going to take a look at the video that we're going to be creating. And it's called landscaping video. Here we go. Now I'm going to walk you through the steps in creating that video. First thing you're going to need to do is go to your Play Store and download the Kinemaster app. Once you do that, when you open it up, it'll look like this, except for you won't have anything to the right. You're going to want to click on that big circle, red circle. Choose your ratio. I usually do the 16:9. And then to start off, you're going to either add a picture to start or a video at the beginning. But for us, for this video, we're going to do a background first, because I need to have a layer that I can write on. So once I put the background there, as you see with the background, once you place it on a timeline, you can highlight it and then slide it to the right. You can make that duration as long or as short as you like just by highlighting it and then clicking on the right side to expand it or to delete some. So now we're going to place some writing on top of the background. So to do this, you'll have to go in a little bit. You'll hit layers because you're going to be putting a layer on top, and then type in what you want to type, which is landscaping video. You can also add a picture on top. There's different options that you can put on top of this. Now with the two lines that you have at the bottom one there, you can expand it to make it bigger, or you can use the top one to tilt it, swivel it around left and right. Over to your right, you can change the color. So we're going to change the color. With the two A's there, that changes your font. We're going to be using the dancing script bold. Whenever you have a text or a picture highlighted like I do, you'll look to your right. You can do an in animation. So when it's starting, you can have it fade, you can have it pop. You can, many different things to choose from. You can also do an out animation, to where it's going into your next picture or video, and then the overall animation, which is what we're going to do right now. We're going to do the fountain. And about right there, somewhere in the middle, I want to add another layer on top of that. So we're going to hit layers, hit the text, and then type in the same thing, the landscaping video. I want to expand it, make it bigger, and then we're going to change the color to match. And we'll go in and change the font to the dancing script bold. And while I have it highlighted, I'm going to go ahead and do an in animation because I want it to pop open. You can control the speed of that at the very bottom. You can either go to the slower, 1.5 makes it slower. You can go the other way to make it pop open faster. So the next thing I want to do is choose where it's going to actually pop open at in the fountain. So if I have to move it, you don't want to highlight it. So you don't want to touch it. You want to hold your finger down on it, and then you will be able to slide it and move it over a little bit to the left like this right there. And then also I want the fountain to disappear as it's popping open. So I'm going to make the fountain shorter by highlighting it and then just drag from the far right. And then I want it to fade at the end. So I'm going to go on the out animation, click fade, and then hit the check mark. And we'll just see how that looks. Next thing you want to do is just that top background, line it up where you want it to end with where the word is before you start your screen. So you're going to go up to media. You're going to click on that media once you have it lined up where you want to place your screens. So you'll click media, and then I have screenshots already saved in my pictures. So all I have to do is just tap on a picture and it'll automatically add it wherever that line is. So I'll just keep adding all my screenshots. And as you see the little plus sign in between each one, it automatically puts a spot where you can create a transition in between each picture. And the next thing I want to do is add a video. So I'll go up and I hit media. And I've got a video saved already. So I'll open that folder up and add the video. Now at the end of the clip, I don't like it to end with the screen still showing. I like it like shut off. So in order to do that, go to media and you're going to want to click on the background. So click media, click background, and just add the black background at the end. Click the check mark. And then go to the very front. If you look at the bottom left, you'll see the little arrow there. You can click on that and it'll automatically bring you to the start of the video, like this right here. The next thing we're going to add is the background music. So wherever your red line is, that's where it's going to place it. So that's why I went to the beginning. We're going to click on the audio part this time. And you'll see the different songs that I have in my phone. Also at the very top there by the check mark, there's the little store symbol. If you click on that, you have a lot of songs that you can choose from. The premium there, that's for the paid version. I pay about 30 something a year. And then they have a free version. So in the store, they have all kind of things, songs, they have all kind of intro videos, things that you can do with your pictures, your words. I'll show you one, just an example. I'll just pick a random one here and we'll show you what I can do with the pictures. So we'll open this one here up. So that's just one of the options. You can also click down on the text and there's all kind of different fonts to choose from that you can add. But I've already got my music downloaded. Just highlight the song and then click the plus button and it adds it at the bottom of your screen there. That sounds pretty good. Looks pretty good. Now, if you wanted to fade in, instead of it starting off loud, you just highlight it. Actually, let me show you how you can amp it up. Say it wasn't loud enough. If you highlight it, the main control volumes there, you can take that 100% and you can make it 200%. So in this case, we do not need it that loud. Go ahead and bring it back down to 100. But say you wanted to start off with like kind of like fading in. So it doesn't have like a fade in with the audio. You have to go in and do it on your own. Have the song highlighted right below that check mark. There's a little red box. You want to click on that and that will open up the area that you want to need. But what you're going to want to do is be inside the song. So you got to go a little bit inside the song in order to place the sound dots. So, and that can control the volume, starting it off low and then making it go high. So what we'll do, we'll start it off, set my volume down about 11%. All right, there's the first dot. I'll slide over a little bit. I'll click the circle, the little plus there that adds another dot. And so I can bring the level of the volume up some, and then go over to the right a little bit, click another dot, and make it come back up. Oops, get back inside here. We'll make that one come up to about 60 something percent. And then we'll make one more, which will be at 100. Because everything that's to the right of the last dot is going to be set at whatever volume. So we're going to set it at 100. That way the rest of the song will be at 100. So let's see how that sounds. Sounds good. So we're going to move on to the transition. So if you click on the plus in between one of the pictures, you will see all the different transition effects, and you can also go to the Play Store inside the app and download other ones as I was showing you earlier. But I'll show you around some of the ones that I have here just to give you a little idea. Actually, that one there, the burn one I downloaded, and the roll away I downloaded from their store. But the other ones were already built in, the 3D Cube and some of these other ones here. You can actually put some words there if you'd like for transitions into the next picture. I've done that a few times. Picture in picture, heart. In the 3D Cube. That's what we're going to use. We're going to 3D transition. That's going to be the one we use for the beginning. So I'm going to go through, and for each picture, I want to go ahead and put a transition. So you can kind of fast forward if you want, or you can watch to see which transitions I'm using and how they look. But that's all I'm going to be doing right now. It's just going to each one, add in a transition. And then after that, I already picked out a part in the song that I want to have where the video starts with the music. So after I do the transitions, I'm just going to have to narrow it down to find where that is and have the video play at the same time. Might have to repeat that in case somebody fast forward through the transitions. I wasn't thinking about that. Almost there. One more after this. And as we put the last transition in, then I want to go to the music, and to be able to see at the bottom, they're just layers. So you can take your finger and scroll up and you'll be able to see the song. But there's a part in the song where it kind of upbeats a little bit, and that's where I want to start the video with the water falling. So I'm going to try to see where that is in the song. When I press play, in a minute you'll hear two songs because I forgot that the video actually has its own song, and I'll show you how to get rid of that. So if you don't need the audio from the video, just highlight it, go up and hit the speaker button. And once you hit the speaker button, there's a top speaker there. Just click it, it'll highlight red. That means it's muted. So that is the part of the song where I want the video to actually start playing. So I need to add a little more of the scenes of the pictures to extend it to where it will start at that point. So in order to do this, I'll go in, tap on it. Once you highlight it, all you have to do is go to the right there and you just hold it down and slide it to the right. That expands the duration of that scene. So I'm going to do that to a few different ones. If you want to be technical, you could go in and make them all equally the same, but I'm just doing this on the fly. I'm trying to make it fast. Actually going to skip a little bit of the playing around to where I have it lined up, and I'll go ahead and let you look and listen as it's lined up. Thing is to work on the ending, and I had thank you for watching. So we're going to go for the layer. Click on layer, click text, and with that, type in the thank you. Now if you wanted to put over a background, you would just put the background first, choose the black background or whatever color background, but I'm just putting this over the actual video, so I'm doing it as a layer and then just putting a text. Once again, at the bottom, you can expand it and make it whatever size that you want. Change the color and the font to match what you've already been using. So go in and change the font to the dancing script bold. And since it's at the end of the video, I'm going to want it to fade out. So while it's highlighted, I can go to the out animations. So you just click on out animations, and then you would go to the fade and click on fade. Again, you can adjust the time if you wanted to. I usually just leave it at the 1. So I'm going to want that to start a little earlier. I'm just going to hold it with my finger and slide it to the left, and we'll take a listen. Works. So now I'm just going to line up the end of the text so that I can delete everything to the right. So what you're going to do is highlight the video and then use the scissors. Now with the scissors, you can trim everything to the left, you can cut everything off, trim it to the right, or you can split it in the middle. Now if you split it in the middle, which we didn't need to do during this video, but like right here, you can split it in the middle and you can separate, get rid of one, or you can do 2 different sections and get rid of the middle. If you make a mistake, you can always hit the reverse button at the top left there, and it brings it right back. So we're going to go ahead and trim it there to the right so that we can end the video. Now it's just a matter of lining it up to where it's fading at the same time. Like as the word fades, I want the picture to disappear at the same time. So you just have to play with that timing. I do it ahead of time, make it a little fast, but you want to see, I'm extending it a little bit there because the word was shutting off a little too fast. Just like that, and we'll take a listen. That is pretty much it, and that is a good start on getting you going on how to make a video using the app. I did go back in later on and adjust the volume so that it ends at the same time. Other than that, the only thing left to do is to export. So you would click the export button at the very top right, and once you click on that, it will open up the screen right here. You can go into the settings and adjust any of that. I don't mess with anything. I just make sure that the red line is on high, and from there I just click export and it puts it in my phone. It will create a folder called export in your gallery section, and then while it's downloading, you don't have to stay on the screen. If you want to go do something else, you can. So I hope this video helps somebody that might want to try to create their own video for their business or for fun. And if you would look at the video playing right now, there should be a little subscribe button down at the bottom right, little KG magic sign, I think. If it's there, if you would click and subscribe if you haven't already. If not, this is what the YouTube looks like. Just go to this page, Keith Gwaltney, and click red subscribe. I would appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see y'all next time. As always, God bless.